All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Free Game. I'm here with my boy Pat. What's up, Pat? How you doing, man?
What's up, Corey?
How was the drive over here?
Oh, the drive wasn't bad. Parking was, it's always bad.
You got that
over
big
here.
ass truck?
Listen, from the South.
And it's a pickup. Like, that truck big as hell.
I
got to jump to get in your truck.
Who fault is that?
I'm not even little. That's your fault. You bought it. Buy something little. Because you 6'5". Ain't you 6'5"?
Yeah. This man got to run and jump.
No,
hey, grab my hand.
No, but I want you to introduce yourself to the people that don't know you. I always think it's good for people to introduce themselves because can't nobody tell you who you are. You know you the best. You've been there since you came out. You was crying. So it's like, tell the people about who is Pat.
So I'm Pat D. Lucky, or Pat, or Lucky. I'm 30 years old. I'm from Gainesville, Florida, from the South.
But who is Pat? Like, who are you? What you want to do?
What I want to do, I want to be an actor. I mean, I do a lot of comedy stuff on social media. Mm-hmm. I want to be an actor, mainly my own stuff. But I mean, if I have to jump through loops and do this, like, oh, you got to play this role, you got to play that role, I'll do it. But overall, you know, Adam Sandler, Tyler Perry, Eddie Murphy, that type of style.
Would it be like your dream role? Like, oh, this movie I really want to do.
It probably ain't never been written.
What would it look like?
I mean, me is multiple characters for sure.
I can definitely see that. You playing.
I want to do like Nutty Professor type. Yeah.
Playing like all your characters.
Yeah. Norbit, stuff like that.
That'll definitely be fire.
Yeah. I want to do.
Where the writers at? Let's get something going.
Yeah, because I need that.
But
no, I mean, even if it's not like movie, like Dave Chappelle's did The Blueprint, Key and Peele, nothing against them, but even that situation, like they play so many different people on their show, and that's one thing that I love to do is bring somebody or something to life. I need to work on more characters for myself, but as of now, like I think I've got it in the bag. Like my character's down pat because I've been doing it for so long. Mm-hmm. But yeah, overall, I want to get out there and do my own TV, movie, production, film projects.
Okay. Now, how about you take us into Lil Pat's world? Pat as a kid, running around. What was going on in Pat's world?
I'm already smiling because
you was bad.
I don't even think bad was the word. I was the youngest of 6.
Oh, yeah, you was bad
on my mom's side.
By that time, they tired of kids now.
So, and I think when I was younger, my siblings would say like, "Yeah, Pat, you spoiled," or "Mama spoiled you." But I mean, like you said, they was tired. My mom was just like, "Listen, you the last one. Either you gonna get it done, graduate, or you're not." But like when I was a kid, my favorite thing to say, I'm talking about like Head Start all the way to 5th grade, was "I don't care." Mm-hmm. And that's a bad thing, but I was just wild, ADHD. Like I could not stay focused. I was never on medicine. My mom didn't believe in medicine. But yeah, I mean,
do you really think it's because you didn't stay focused, or was the stuff just boring? It's like it didn't entertain you.
Both. Plus, since I was a kid, I liked the spotlight. Like I know if I can take my pencil and throw it up and it stick to the roof and the class will laugh, I'm going to do it.
Class clown.
Yeah. So the next day I'll be trying to do this instead of learning what's 3 + 3. So a lot of times I would get kicked out of class for
basically saying you ain't learned 3 + 3, you was dumb?
It's 6. Man, don't try me. No. Nah, but yeah, I mean, I was a handful. I always had good grades. My grades wasn't an issue. I would race, do my homework, go outside, play. I was just always very outgoing.
You know what you need to do?
What's that?
Apologize to your mama for putting her through that shit.
Mama, I love you. P.O.P.
Don't be putting her through that. No, but like, that's good. What you wish you would have knew as a kid is like, because you saying you didn't care. What you wish you would have knew to make your childhood better or navigate through it better?
Well, I mean, it was that I didn't care. It was the fact that I didn't care about consequences or getting in trouble. Like getting sent out of class. That didn't bother me. Getting my ass beat. That didn't bother me. I just, if I could change something then, it probably would have to try and at least focus more and not take away from other kids or students learning, because I too have, been in a teacher setting and worked with kids, and it is difficult. So when I was a kid, obviously I didn't know no better. I was just doing me. But I mean, honestly, I know some people are like, oh, I wish I could take this away. I really don't look at life that way. I think everything happened for a reason. And I think that's what made me today. When I was a kid, I was a class clown. And even now, I'm still a clown, but I'm getting paid to do it.
So you wish you would have had more empathy for others' time and what they was there for.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So now let's go into Pat as a teenager. You in high school. Now you done grew a little hair. You done got a little big. Now can't nobody probably tell you shit now.
Oh, they couldn't.
How tall was you in high school?
I was always 6 foot in middle and high school. I was always towering over everybody. Not really. I mean,
Were you a bully?
No, they say bully
Did you
now.
push anybody?
They say bully now. When we was younger,
it's like
we roasted people.
Oh yeah, but that's as long as they playing back.
Okay, then maybe I did. Because I ain't gonna lie, I used to give people a hard time. Like, I used to just pick on people. But then, like, I was cool with them. It was weird because it was like I wasn't friends with them, but if they brought hot bottoms to school or, whatever, I used to, like, clown people. And I used to wear hot bottoms my damn self.
What is hot bottoms? That's a southern thing? I don't know what that is.
Like, off-brand shoes.
Oh, hot bottoms. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that's what we called them.
So somebody come with, like, Payless shoes.
Hot bottoms.
No lie, I used to have Payless shoes.
I used to wear Everlast.
What's that?
For Walmart.
No, we went to Payless. I ain't never had the Walmart shoes.
I have.
Payless, I think Payless as a kid, cool. The light up shoes.
Well, yeah, I mean, as a kid, that's different.
But then when you get older, it shouldn't matter. But people go, it's like you in class, you a teenager, you come with the Everlast on. They're like, Pat, I know you ain't talking with the Everlast
and see,
shoes
I
on.
was that person.
So you made sure it's like, oh, you want to talk, but look at those.
Right. I was that. I mean, like I said, back in the day, yeah, bullying was around, but it wasn't as it is today. Somebody say something the wrong way in school. Oh, you a bully. Nah.
Yeah, you gon'. Well, nowadays, these kids going to have to learn eventually because in the real world, ain't nobody going to care about people care about how you feel, but at the end of the day, they're like, look, we here to work. We ain't got time for all that shit.
Can you imagine working at, like, I don't know, let's say at Geico in the office, and somebody walk in and you just every day like, bruh. Like, as soon as they walk in, you just roasting them.
Like, bro, why you coming? It's people who gonna do that at work. It's people who gonna you
They
gonna
be
go
on
to
their
work.
phone. All right, okay, thank you. All right, have a good one. Hey, yo, y'all look. You know what I mean?
Look at Fred. Hey, look at Fred. Like, Fred ain't doing that. Fred chilling, eating this food.
But it is people like that, though.
Yeah.
I mean, they still out there.
I think it depends on the environment you come in, because, like, for us, it was like joking. We joking, blah, blah, blah. It wasn't really like no malicious intent to hurt people feelings. Just like, oh, you got jokes? I got jokes too. You adapt to it. But then that just...
I mean, that's how my family is. Like, I got 4 sisters and a brother on my mom's side. And on my dad's side, I got 2 brothers. And it's like nobody's safe.
Yeah, nobody's safe.
Nobody's safe, especially being the youngest. You got to pick up quick. You got to...
you getting picked on.
You got to fire them back. Like,
but you got to think about it. Now that you say that, maybe that's what you was the youngest, so your siblings probably messed with you. So when you got older and big, you like, I'm gonna mess with people. That's what.
Oh, and we used to get down too. Like, it was always the 3 oldest together, and then it was always the 3 youngest together. So like when my 3 oldest was in high school, we was in elementary, and my sister was in middle school. So she used to keep us all the time, and boy, we used to be fighting. I'm talking about throwing them.
Man, that's how me and my brother was. My other siblings was a little younger, so I ain't really like fight them. But the one 2 years under than me,
getting it.
it's like you get older, he just try. I remember one time he stole on me. We in the backyard. We playing basketball. He like, shut up. Boom. When I tell you, he ran to my auntie. I ran all the way to the house. He went down. I'm like, ooh, wait till you come out. Like, I used to hate when he used to hit me and run because I need my payback. But then after a while, you don't even be mad no more.
I can admit that I was that little brother too. Like me and my older brother, we would fight, and I would either hit him in his shit and run, or if we were fighting, the only way I could really ever get him off of me, I used to bite the shit out of this man. But you gotta think,
never bite.
I was like 7 or 8, and I ain't know how. Like if I'm like tied down, he's just looking at the TV wrestling, trying to figure out what the next move he gonna do on me. Bro, I'm about to bite you. Get up.
I did pick on him. It's like when you a sibling, you might be bored going there, just mess with him or something, and then leave.
Yeah. Well, I used to get a whole house hell. But I mean, back to your initial question, high school, like, yeah, I mean, I was really out there. Like, I tried to fight my math teacher. I tried to fight my dean.
Trying to fight teachers.
We had a substitute, Mr. Bronson. I tried to swing on him one time, and it was just because I was just trying to be outgoing and do what I wanted to do, and then like they would click on me, and it was like, oh no, you ain't gonna embarrass me. Now I'm gonna embarrass you.
And you was big too.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's like, who gonna try it?
And then, me and my old math teacher, we friends on Facebook because he stopped working there and he was a DJ. He was trying to get me in the clubs and stuff and promote since I do Instagram. But a lot of my friends back then and still know to this day, like, this man, you a math teacher and you gonna tell me that's why you're not gonna graduate.
See, that's why your ass ain't. But I think sometimes you need the teachers because when you just keep messing up, them be the teachers you be like, you want to prove them wrong. It's like, man, I don't know who you talking to. You ain't about to be telling me.
And I did prove him wrong. I was class president too. But I remember I was like, we got into it bad and he was like, say it to my face. And we started arguing and shit. And I was like, bro, okay, wait till I graduate. I'm going to walk off stage and I'm going to slap the shit out you with my diploma. This man was heated. This man wanted to fight.
You heard his pride with that one.
Hey.
I wish you would. I know he was like, who the fuck is you talking to?
Hey, this man wanted to scrap for real. Like, we wasn't cool for months.
I couldn't be no teacher. I'm going to be honest. It's like, I got patience, but kids going to try you because especially as teenagers, that's when they become the man and it's like, they build. It's like, man.
Plus you going through like hormones and figuring out who you is.
That's why it's like, teachers need to get paid more and they need to go through certain training, like emotional training and how to deal with kids. Because I don't even know if they teach them how to deal with different kids. It's like they just go teach and kids don't know what the hell going on. And then,
but you got to think too, like where I grew up was like country hood. You know, that's just the vibe. It was country and hood. So when you had people like teachers coming from the city and they come out to the country hood where it's a little bit more, I'm going to say poor.
Rough.
It's a little rougher. And you don't know how to necessarily relate or to get on their level and actually be there with them and like talk to them instead of just belittling them. That dude come off way different. Like, we not a city school. We don't have everything that they have in the city. Like, we had 6-year-old textbooks and stuff, 10-year-old textbooks. Everybody in the city got brand new buses, AC textbooks and stuff. So we can't relate to you. You can't relate to us. So I think that is one thing that
it's a disconnect. Teachers
should learn is how to relate.
And it depends on, as a teacher, you have to want to be a good teacher. It's like, all right, I don't know these kids' stories, so let me listen to them. Have one-on-one talks or have group discussions. Like, all right, what are y'all going through? Blah blah blah, and that'll make them see you like you care, you give a fuck.
Yeah,
and then they'll probably open up and talk to you and respect you more because it's like all the teachers. The coolest teacher was the one that'll talk to you. Some teachers cuss. Some teachers cuss, but it was like, hey, if you fucking up, they gon' put you in your place.
A math teacher, Mr. Kalis. He used to be in the Army when he was younger, and he told you straight up,
he ain't play that shit.
Every year, he used to call us maggots. Maggots with an M. And this man literally, when he got heated, This man used to cuss you out. I told you to shut your fucking mouth. Get your shit and get out of my class. Like, bro, who you talking to? That man couldn't stand me.
Like people be like, oh, you shouldn't be talking to my kids that way. But it's like, raise your kids right. Why is your kids disrespecting these adults that's trying to help and teach you?
Yeah.
So it's like parents got to hold themselves accountable too. Like, teach your children how to be respectful, but we also need to train the teachers to be respectful and empathetic toward kids because everybody's situation different.
That's like my dad. He knew who I was. If they said he said it, Pat, I know you said it. It wasn't even, I didn't even try to lie to this man. Because if I tried to be like, Pop, no, I ain't even say it. He knew I said it. So it was just like, the teacher called me today and said, I'm like, man, come on. Because like you said, people got to teach their kids, you know, how to maintain and when you're in a setting with sometimes 20, 30 other kids in the classroom, it is a little bit harder, but at the same time, you know, respect go a long way. And that's how I am nowadays, even back then, but nowadays, like, I'm real big on respect. Like, that will take you further in life than anything to me, because respect is just one thing that you don't want to lose from somebody. So...
yeah, because you got people respect, they'll always, like, mess with you.
Yeah.
It's like you coming through here because you mess with me and the other guests that I have. Like, people, they respect you, they'll fuck with you.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's a big thing, respect. So
and I think, like you say on respect, is like, oh, you know, me and you cool, we talk all the time, we started together, and you know, if I need something, you're gonna help me as much as you can. If you need something, I'm gonna do the same. And it's just crazy to think, like, because I know me and you talk a lot about, like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. Like Harlem Nights. Back then, it wasn't no social media, so everybody was just trying to get that work out there. Nowadays, if I hit, let's say, 20 people with a script, okay, well, what you paying? Bro, we out here to work. We out here trying to get it. It's like a lot of people don't only respect the person that claim they respect, but it's also like they don't respect themselves. If I'm putting you in a position to come up and be bigger and do better things, at least get your face out there. Yeah, I don't mind paying you, but people be trying to like, oh, well, you know, I need 30,000. Bro, get out of here.
Yeah.
What roles you done had? What movies you been in? You want 30? You want 50, 60?
But that's because people don't look at the bigger picture, the opportunity over the check. I think if more people work together and seen the opportunity that was being presented for all of them, it's like we all could eat off of this if we do it correctly.
Yeah.
But people look at now instead of what the future could be. And I think that's where a lot of people be different about stuff.
And for me, that's when I look at people different and I'm like, yo, you know, I can't even respect them the same way.
But the thing is, not even be mad at it, just like, all right, you don't want to do this? Because I was just literally talking about this on my story earlier, like how people they don't see your vision at first, and then later on they'll probably come around and be like, oh, that's dope, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, that's a part of the game. That's a part of life. Everybody not going to see it. So it's like, you can't let that deter you. You just got to be like, all right, find people who will work with those people, and then that's how you make stuff happen. Because everybody not going to see it. Everybody not. Until you do it, and then they're like, oh, that's dope. And then they'll want to join or be a part of it.
Well, that's like that meme, or it's not even a meme. It's like a picture, and it says, when you grinding, and it was like a stadium with one person there clapping for them, versus when you made it. And then it was like 1,000 people in the stadium, and it's like, that's the God honest truth. I ain't gonna say no names, but I feel like when I was still back home, and you know, I was working at Dunkin' Donuts, I was working at the school, I was working at a hospital. A lot of people like, oh, what's up, Pat? Seeing your videos funny. Cool, and I appreciate that. But now, oh, he moved to LA, you know, he doing this, he doing that. Bruh, it's people that I ain't seen in years be trying to, you know, kick it with me. And, oh, when you coming home, I wanna kick it with you. I wanna go get drinks. And so I'm just like, bro, I gave you a pencil in 10th grade. What?
Like, you don't even really know me like that.
So now all of a sudden you want to claim me as a friend, and I ain't gonna say no names, but where was you when I was working at the hospital? Where was you when I was working at Dunkin' Donuts?
But that's
when I was
always
doing it?
Gonna come with it. It's always gonna be people that, it's probably people out there lying right now like, yeah, we was in class. It's like, no, we wasn't in class. We played basketball one time at the gym. we skipped in gym and never talked to each other. But that's what happened. Just like, I think that just come with it. Like, people always gonna try to, because they see other people accepting you, that makes them want to accept you. It's like monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah.
That's
and
all
it ain't to like down nobody or make nobody think like, oh, I can't F with him no more. It's not that. But if you didn't know me like that, why
Don't act
try
like
and
you did.
why are you
fake
gonna put on a front? That to me, and then the sob stories, like not from people that I know. Or I know you get people asking for stuff.
Yeah.
Like people you don't know.
Yeah.
The craziest one, hold on, the craziest one, this girl asked me, the craziest one, hold on, the craziest one, this girl asked me would I pay for her tuition and sent me screenshots of her college and the amount for that
how much
semester. 80,000. Yeah. What's your cash out?
80,000?
I'm a big fan of Will Smith. I will never DM this man and be like, yo, can you want to sponsor this movie?
80,000 for tuition. What school was that?
I don't even remember.
Ain't no way. First of all, you feel real. You must think I got it for you to even ask me for 80,000. Like, it just like, oh yeah, I could just send it to you right now. Like, you ain't got family, friends, you can help before. It's like,
that's what I'm saying.
but
like,
people don't think about that. And I've learned, like, people just probably like, they probably just really be messed up and they like, well, what I got to lose? So they'll just try, because it's like somebody might see it and be like, but it's like, don't look at, I ain't got millions. Don't DM me asking me. I might get cash after you 10. You need to eat. You ain't eating in a few days. I give you 10, get you a burger, but 80,000?
I feel like with that's going to turn into
them asking for more.
They're going to want it again. Like, yo, I know you gave me 10 last time. And it's not to say that I don't have it in my heart, but like you said, I got people in a line or in a list in my head, in my heart, that's going to come before anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be getting crazy DMs. Like, yo, can you have pizza delivered? Hey, I was wondering if you could pay my rent. I got my own rent to pay.
And helping your family and friends.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's so many people that I could be helping before. Like, I want to still go back to my community and do something. But I'm not there in my head, in my mind, and financially just yet to go back and do that. Because when I do it, I want to do something big. I don't want to just... Y'all, Pat D. Lucky came and put some basketball goals up. Appreciate you, Pat. And I'm going to be like...
Yeah, but it's just...
They gonna dog me?
You came back for this damn hoop.
We don't even ball up here no more.
But let me ask you about when we was talking about teenage, like, what you wish you would have knew to navigate through like high school better, like as a teenager, you 17, 16, 18, you becoming an adult in a sense. So it's like, what you wish you would have knew then that would have helped you a little better.
If I would have knew that, like, let's say 15, and then 10 years later at 25, I was gonna be trying to do like Instagram, social media stuff, then I would have took drama more serious. Like, I was in drama class, and I never took it serious. I was only in there for, I think, 1 year.
You was in drama?
You gotta...
No, you
don't.
They do like
gotta.
Acting. I know what drama is.
Oh, well, I mean, I was in a club.
And shit? Y'all did plays?
No. That's the thing. Like, it was a club, and we went all year round, once or twice a month or something. Like, I don't remember. And we never put on a play. Like, we always was go in there and like read over scripts and like pretty much BS. But I guess had I knew in 10 years, then I probably would have took that a little bit more serious, or even more studied acting and stuff. But I mean, I feel like social media kind of fell in my lap. And I didn't know, because I was actually going to school. I was being a firefighter. And I pushed that aside to move to LA.
How long was you a firefighter?
I was going to school to be a firefighter.
Oh.
I wasn't a firefighter.
You was really going to do that?
I wanted to, yeah. I was going to school for it.
Why?
Honestly, the real story
is... You love firefighters?
Huh?
You love firefighters?
No, the real story is the chief in my old town, Andy. I always looked up to him. Like, they used to come out and do I forget what it's called, but like where everybody from different types of the community worked a different job, like doctors, nurse, army, firefighters, cop. And I don't know, I've always liked it. I've always thought like, dang, you know, I want to be in the fire truck and the ambulance one day, saving and helping people. You know, when somebody need help, they call on and I'm there, you know, like that type of help. Not only that, my older brother used to have seizures real bad. So when I seen Andy come and he would relieve my family of stress and my brother of his seizure, it was kind of like a
therapeutic.
Yeah. So that to me kind of touched my heart when I was younger, and I wanted to do that when I got older.
Do it now.
I want to, but it's been a long day.
Speak your piece.
But no, I mean that's what I wanted to do, and I also wanted to work with kids. Like I used to work in the elementary school with ours was EDEP, but it's like the after school care program. And I did that for 3.5 years. Well, no, 4 years. I did it for 4 years, and then I did in the school with mentally challenged kids. And I love working with kids. I got a bunch of nieces and nephews, and I've always just been the fun, exciting uncle to dance with them, to play and go outside and do whatever. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like had I took drama or even more acting classes when I was younger, maybe I'd be further than what I am in life. But like I said before, I don't wish and think that I could change this or change that when I was younger.
Did you go to college after?
No, I mean, I went to, like, you got to do like courses to be a firefighter. You got to do EMT,
so
paramedic.
straight after high school, that's when you went to.
Oh no, I took a break.
How long? Was it like a year or a semester?
No, I took a year and then I tried to get into EMT and the class was full. And then I had to wait the next year. So it took me 3 years to get in.
So speaking about that, just what was adult Pat like, that transition? Like now you graduated, you took your year off, you went to the firefighter. What's going on?
I was always about money. I started working when I was 12, cutting grass. You always see me in my old neighborhood riding a bike, carrying or pulling the lawnmower. No, I upgraded to Nike then.
Ooh.
But I was always cutting grass. So when I got older, I mean, that was just me. People knew, my friends knew, Pat gonna work. Like I used to hold down jobs like high school. I worked at Arby's. I don't know who still eat there, but.
Yeah, they've been making money for years. I never heard nobody like, yo, let's hit Arby's. Who is eating this?
I mean, people like their fries.
I like the curly fries hit.
But I know that ain't the only thing they selling to stay open.
Yo, you ain't just opening off fries. Like, ain't no that many people, but somebody lying. That's what it is. Who is eating Arby's and y'all, who lying?
Because then you'll see, like, Sears went bankrupt or Sears going out of business. What about Arby's? How is Arby's still?
I swear more people had to go to Sears than Arby's.
But, you know, Arby's is also a northern thing. It's more north than it is.
Like, you talking about like north, like the East Coast, like Massachusetts?
Like.
So y'all drink Arby's. See?
I told you.
So
you from the north?
I'm from Mass, yeah.
Massachusetts? So Arby's is the shit there.
I mean, there's a few different things. I like Dairy Queen.
Damn,
for their food?
Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen has the best fast food out of all the fast food restaurants I've ever had.
All right, we about to wrap it up.
All right, y'all, we gonna call. No,
I mean, I ain't knocking Dairy Queen because I don't really eat their food like that, but they ice cream. They ice cream.
Now, if I go there and Dairy Queen food bad, you gonna have to see me. Cause you just said like, oh. Cause you were just talking about like people mess with Arby's, but Dairy Queen.
Hey yo, man, this shit nasty. I ain't gonna waste my money though. You still gonna eat it?
Yeah, I'm gonna eat it
if y'all have never seen Cornell, you need to do what they call it, a mukbang.
Mukbang.
You need to do a mukbang video, y'all. This man. I mean, I'm talking about the whole box of fries at one bite.
It'd be good. Why do people take their time eating?
I mean, I don't take my time eating, but I don't dog my food like you.
That's because when you grew up and it was days you barely ate. I'm like, shit, I'm eating everything. No, I'm making sure I get my mouth full. And then when I eat, I want to taste all the flavors together. So it's like if I'm eating a burger and fries, take a bite of the burger, couple fries, so you can feel both. You got to feel both.
Don't try and make it seem like
when you make sandwiches and chips, when you make sandwiches and chips, do you put the chips on the sandwich or you bite the sandwich and put it on the side and eat it?
No, like, I mean, if I'm trying to smash, like, yeah, I'm going to put my chips on my sandwich and eat, especially, as a kid.
You a liar. You look like you put the chips on the side and eat it.
Sometimes, yeah.
It
but
depends on your mood.
as a kid, I definitely used to do that all the time, but I still do that today. I used to put it on my story. I used to say it's a Sammy.
Sammy?
Well, that's what I was calling it on my story. You make a sandwich, you put the chips in, and you smash it down and you eat it.
Why is it called a Sammy, though?
That's just what I was calling it.
Where did that come from? Sandwich, Sammy. It's the same syllable. You could have just said sandwich.
A Sammy.
But I'm saying it's the same amount of syllables. Sandwich, Sammy. It's 2 syllables.
But look who's saying it. I just wanted it to say it. I just wanted it to be different.
A Sammy. That sounds like salmon sandwich. I don't know. It just don't sound like a regular
sandwich.
Well,
if you've seen the story, I'm gonna find the archive too. And I'm gonna show you.
Find it.
I'm gonna show you that I used
Made
to
me
say
a Sammy. What's that? I guarantee you had hella DMs. What the hell is that?
Because it was a video of me showing what I was making.
Look, I mean, that's on you.
Back to the way you eat, because you're trying to take that off subject. Y'all, this man be smashing.
Who don't? They have food eating competitions. They be smashing.
And don't take this man to no real elegant restaurant. All right, next subject.
Don't care. I'm going to cut my shit. I remember the first time I went to a fancy restaurant, and I think I got like a steak I got some type of meat. They was like, how you want it done? And I didn't know what they meant. So I'm like, cooked? She was like, no, sir. You want it rare, medium rare? I'm like, bitch, I don't cook it. I don't know what you want. I was really embarrassed too, but it was like, shit. I ain't never been nowhere that fancy.
I mean, I still ask, like, what? I mean, I know what it is, but I always forget. Medium rare. I like mine medium rare.
Medium rare?
Like,
I like mine medium well. I want my shit cooked. You want your shit red and pink.
Oh, then I might be. See, I'm still saying it wrong. I like it where it's a notch under well done. So it's still
that's medium well.
Oh, well, medium well then. That's what I like.
Yeah, I don't like my shit red. It's like it's not cooked.
And all that blood, and it just.
I can't
eat it that way.
I'm gonna think I'm eating with flesh, but you know what? Let's change the setting. We ain't about to be talking about.
No, because some people literally just one side 2 minutes, next side 2 minutes, and then bring it out. Hell no. That meat still got a pulse.
I mean,
hell no.
You get your plate to meat.
That's what I'm
jumping. If I get my plate and my meat jumping, I'm eating it and getting my shit for free. I'm gonna be like, hey, I don't know what's in this bitch.
Because it's a nerve, but I'm just saying, like, if you cook it, hell no.
Why you think we eat certain animals, but it ain't cool to eat other ones? Ain't it animals? Like, what's the difference between a dog and a cat? It's an animal. They have kids.
I don't eat neither one of them. You got to compare it to something we eat versus
chicken. Chickens and dogs. What's the difference?
They eat dogs over in other countries.
Not here, though. Would you eat a dog?
That's because we got more domestic
animals.
Would you
try it?
Nah. Craziest thing I've ever tried was bear. But I can't eat no possum. I can't eat no raccoon. I can't.
Because they dirty?
I've tried cooter. You know what cooter is?
What is cooter?
I just wanted you to say it. I ain't never had it, though.
Man.
It's turtle.
They call it cooter? That's a terrible name for turtle. Like, who made that up?
It literally in restaurants, they like cooter bites. Or
nah, I ain't get.
I'm gonna look it up.
I ain't getting them. Nah, I don't want no cooter bites.
I'm gonna look it up.
Turtle?
But it's turtle.
Turtle probably tough. Turtle skin look dry. Turtles look like they got like 70-year-old man skin. And they shells be dry. No, I don't think turtle.
I might be spelling it wrong, but it's definitely
delicious.
Cooter bites. right, go ahead.
No, but let's keep this going. We gonna talk about adulthood. What you wish you would have knew as an adult, like you in your mid-20s. You said you was 25. You working, you doing social media stuff. Like, what you wish you would have knew to navigate through life, whether it's like some family stuff, friends stuff, career-wise.
Hold on, I typed in Cuda bites and look what came up. Fried turtle.
Let me see that. Let me see this picture.
Side of ranch.
Man, these look like shrimp. This look like shrimp.
It's a southern thing, really. I mean, you ain't know nothing about it. You from Ohio, but
That's not the South.
that's what I'm saying. I am. So I'm telling you that people
Man,
eat
you
turtle.
you can keep them cooter bites, bro. Take that back. I'm cool on the cooter. You know, got time for no turtle. But back to what I was saying.
All right.
Oh, as an adult, like what you wish you would have knew as far as like either like life, family, relationship wise, like what is something you wish you knew to navigate easier? That would have been like, damn, if I knew this, all that would have never happened, or I would have been better off.
I mean, I really don't.
Like something you know now. Like what you know now that if I knew this at 25, I wouldn't have had to go through all that.
YouTube.
Had
I knew to start a YouTube at 25, I think that's one thing to me and you always talk about and like, dang, we should have. But nah, YouTube, like, I think had I started YouTube when I started doing Instagram videos, because a lot of people are like, oh, I seen you on Vine. I remember you from Vine. I was never on Vine. But
I think kids said it. I think people was posting our Instagram stuff on Vine.
that had to be what it was.
Yeah.
But if I would have started YouTube when I started my Instagram, I mean, I probably could have been further in the YouTube world or even in Hollywood. You never know. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I don't look at life like, oh, I wish I could have did this differently. Then I would have probably been this way. Because I really feel like the way I came up, the way that I carried myself, the way that I create nowadays is all because of who I am and what I used to do as a kid and just being myself and a clown in class and at work. Like every time a couple people I used to bump heads with at work, but every time I worked, people used to always like, oh, you what is it called? Life of the party. And you know what I mean? Like, and that ain't to say like, oh, I'm trying to toot my own horn or blow my head up or nothing, but I was just, I was always just being myself and I was always the funny one to be around. But if anything, success-wise and like career-wise, I wish I would have started my YouTube when I first started content. But I mean, now it's nothing holding me back. But my thing is, because like when we started, I know people used to look at us crazy, like, what y'all doing, blah, blah, blah. But nowadays, bro, everybody is a content creator. Especially,
and it wasn't like that back in the day. People look down upon it like, oh, you on your phone. What you doing on your phone all day?
That's what I'm
you wasting
saying.
your time.
When Instagram dropped videos, that was like a little wave for people. But
Hold on right quick.
Go. But now with TikTok popping and everybody trying to be the next person and do this and do that, I really feel like there is a lot of competition out there. So you got to really do something that's going to either stand out, but also for me is being yourself. And I think that's where a lot of people get lost with trying to do this is because they trying to be somebody else. You know what I mean? Like if I go to this person page and they doing XYZ, now you got this person over here that's going to try and do the same exact thing as you instead of just being themselves. Like, I really feel like there ain't nobody doing what I'm doing on social media to the certain extent. Like, yeah, you got these people that'll pop up and do this and do that, but then where they at? Where they go? So, I don't know. I think people should try and, really be themselves nowadays instead of trying to chase a clout card, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I think I love that you said that because I think a lot of people They trying to make shit to go viral. They trying to make shit to get attention. They not really being themselves. So a lot of people do these things and then they get the clout, they get the attention, but it's not for what they really want to do. So then as they grow, they get bigger, blah, blah, blah. Now I want to do what I really want to do. But now the people not receiving it the same way because this whole time you've been being something that you wasn't. So then they try to do what they want to do and it's not hitting the same. And that's why people get depressed or turn into these things because they never was being themselves.
Yep.
That's why I say if you always just authentically be you, people will fuck with you because the power is in the people. If people fuck with you, they gonna fuck with you. They'll buy your shit. They'll support you. They'll look at everything. It don't matter what you doing. And all the people who've been on the internet have shown people you can make it to Hollywood. You can, even if you don't make it to Hollywood, you can make your own way. We sitting here now we done made thousands of dollars off of social media. You just bought your mama house because of social media. You believed in yourself and you always been yourself. And I think people need to do that more, be themselves, because then you attract what's for you.
Yeah.
It's like if you always being yourself, people that like that, they gonna like you and want to be around you. But when you being something that you're not, you attract people who think they know who you are. So then when you be yourself, now they don't like you. So it's always about being your most authentic self and being true to you and just believing in yourself and putting that out in the world.
And another thing is off of that is not only being yourself, that's whether you not doing something on social media, you work at a hospital, you're a cop, you're whatever. Not only being yourself, but on social media is just being authentic and like creating and not jumping off what the next person said or did. Like, oh, he jumped off of a roof into a pool. Now I'm going to jump off of a roof into a lake. Like, if they already did it, what are you doing differently? You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't say that I hate, but it's like, it just bothers me to see people just recreate the same thing. Because for the longest, I never did trends. Because
everybody doing it.
If everybody doing it, what's different? You know what I mean? You can only do that so many times. If you don't get your trend in when it first pop, then it's just, to me, it's pointless. Like, you just doing the same thing over and over, or you seeing the same thing over and over. So for me, that's why I never really did trends, is because it's like, I'm gonna let everybody else do that. I'd rather just be myself and do what I'm doing and create my own content versus trying to do what this trend is. You never know what the trend gonna be. It's always something.
Yeah, and
different.
trend, that's easy too. And that's just, I think not doing trends and staying true to you is more you care about the art of creation. It's like, oh no, this is my creation. I want to do this. Like, it's cool for fun to do certain stuff, but it's like at the end of the day, whatever you leave on your social media on this earth after you gone, that's what people gonna know you by.
Yep.
So that's why it's like people need to put themselves out there. So it's like this is a piece of you.
Yep.
It's not like, this is not the 90s, it's not the early 2000s, this is 2021. Everything you post will be there after you're gone. So what do you want people to remember you by? That's why it's like I wanted to start doing this. So it's like I can have talks with people that are purposeful, that can teach people. Because I've made people laugh for years and I've learned a lot of things, but I never shared these things. So this is something I can do to not only share what's in my mind, but share what's in other people's mind and, you know, give something. When I'm gone and this is put out, people can watch it and be like, oh, he taught us something while he was here. So I think people just need to be intentional with their moves and make sure it's purposeful. Make sure you're not just doing it to do it because everybody doing it, but just make sure it's like, oh, this is what I want to do and I know what comes with this, and then just keep it moving.
And educate yourself.
Yeah, you got to educate yourself. Because
there's some people out here talking on subjects and this and that. And it's like, well, where you heard that from? Wolf on Facebook, huh? You ain't do no type of research or anything. You just read it and then jumped on here and tried to vent and talk about some bullshit. Like, that's my main
y'all
thing.
just don't know.
You gotta educate yourself. Because my thing is, like, I don't really talk about a lot of stuff on social media. I really don't feel like that's what I'm here for. Yes, I can inspire. Yes, I can influence people. But if I haven't done, one, my research, or if I don't know the facts about something, what am I talk about?
Yeah, because
y'all want me to post about something that I don't even know. I go
now
and
you posting out of ignorance.
I go and post that Roger didn't do it. And then a week later, Roger on CNN, yeah, I did it. Now I look like a jackass. You know what I'm saying? Like that to me, a lot of people do, and they don't necessarily know the true story, or they just reacting. And it's like, you got to educate yourself, not only on just society stuff, but with whatever you doing in life. You know what I mean? Like, I signed up for the master class because of you. And you gotta really surround yourself with people that you either want to be or succeed with. Because the people that you grew up with, it ain't saying that you changed, but you grew up. You growing up. So you don't have to always hang out with D, or you don't always have to hang out with Brittany. Like, just because you growing up don't mean that first grade best friend is still my best friend today. Like, it don't work that way. I've lost my best friend. I'm still cool with 2 of them, but me and the other one, we just grew apart. We just wasn't friends no more. And that's just is what it is. So if you got to succeed further in life, then you actually have to put yourself around people that are not only going to motivate you, but also help you. Everybody need help.
Yeah.
Everybody need help. I don't care who you are.
It ain't nobody doing this shit by themselves.
Everybody
Jeff
need
Bezos
help.
a billionaire. He not a billionaire because of just him. He has hella people working for him.
Exactly. Like, he probably got to that point
Probably
where
made the foundation in the beginning.
That's what I'm saying.
But to go.
But at the beginning, he had to, at some point. But I would just say, educate yourself and really surround yourself with people that's going to better you. That's what I would leave with people. Like you said, whatever you put on social media.
Yeah, like you need to be around people who have the best interest for you. And that's going to call you out on your shit.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people not around the right people. They're around yes men and yes women that just it's like you need somebody who's going to tell you the truth. Like, if your song, it's like somebody, can you listen to this song? I'm like, oh yeah, it's good, but I don't really mess with the lyrics, or the production could be better. Maybe you need to get with an engineer and blah, blah. I'm going to give you constructive criticism. Like, a lot of people, I'm not just going to tell you I don't like something. I'm going to tell you why I don't like it. And I'm going to tell you, maybe you can do this. It's like constructive criticism.
Yeah.
And some people can't take constructive criticism because they used to people always, I'm the best. Like, no, you have to have constructive criticism, and you need people who going to challenge you in life.
Yeah.
Especially friends or family, whoever you around, you need somebody that's going to be like, nah, that ain't right. That ain't cool, blah, blah, blah. Because then the people who going to check you on your shit. And without those people, that's when people just get stuck in the same ways because nobody challenging them.
And nobody ever told them no.
Yeah, you got to tell motherfucking no.
Oh, we could talk all day about that. Especially your post the other day was like, letting people figure it out. You can't play God, and you got to start telling people no. It is hard, but at the same time, me and you and other people that are creating, these guys sitting here helping us, we all had to figure it out. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't have a handout to say, hey, let me come and do this for you. Let me come and do this for you. Or let me get you here. Let me get you there. Like, I honestly, right hand to God, can say that everything that I have today, I have honestly worked for. Now, if I have a team in the future, imagine what I could do then. You know what I'm saying? Because we have came so far. We have done so much on our own. Now, imagine if I had a publicist, a manager, an agent, and I really feel like I can get way further, and I am looking for that type of stuff. But in order to do that, you got to have a team, you got to get help, and you got to have people that's going to help you and tell you no, like you said. But
Cause just like your teacher, when he was saying like you wouldn't graduate, that triggered you. It's like, oh, I ain't going what? All right, now I'm gonna do it. That's why somebody be like, all right, no, I can't do that. It's like, all right, let me ask somebody else or find somebody who's gonna help.
Yeah, and you got to show them too.
Yeah.
But you also got to challenge yourself. I know you said that, but
yeah. Like, all right, if you was gone tomorrow, what would be your life advice? Like, you've been here for 30 years. What is something you would want anybody to know? Like, all right, if you follow this advice, it can help you tremendously throughout your whole life. Like, what is something?
I mean, just to go back on what we already talked about was, like my main thing is just be you. I say that a lot. I tell people a lot is just be you, because whether you trying to put on a front or try and act like somebody you not, people gonna like you or they not gonna like you. So why not just be you in the beginning instead of trying to act like this person, that person, or this person? That's one thing that I didn't like growing up was you see these kids coming from the suburbs to school and then they all hood out and, oh, I grew up like this. No, you didn't. Like that's what we doing over here. We got it hard. We got it bad. And you over here
faking.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like just
your parents
be you.
love you, chill.
Be you. Like, you know what I mean? That's one thing that I would
Your mom
leave.
drive you to the game, chill.
Right. You got all brand new gear every year. We don't. But yeah, I would just tell people to be you and just not stick to what you know, but stick to, I guess, what you good at. Like, I'm funny. If I did music, it would be some parody music. But I'm not finna get out here and motherfucker this, you know what I mean? Like, that ain't me. Ain't
Like, you don't kill people.
Ain't nobody gonna take me serious.
Yeah, it's like, bro, we checked your record. We seen the DUI. That's about it. Like, you can.
Hey, hold on! Don't put that on me. Don't put that on me. I ain't got no DUI.
You ain't never been to jail?
Yeah, I've been to jail, but I ain't never got no DUI.
Oh, what you do?
All right, so I had a house party one time, and I don't drink Captain Morgan till this day, but that was my drink back in the day. That and Four Locos. So the house party was getting kind of loud, rowdy, or whatever. So I was like, yo, let's walk outside. Everybody can get ready to go. So me being me, drunk with the Captain Morgan, walking through the hallway of my apartment, I gave the bottle off to somebody. I ran, jumped, and I punched the exit sign. And somebody in the building had seen me and called the police. So within like 20 minutes, the police came, but everybody had already left. Me and my homeboy were actually walking my dog. And we seen the cops, and he was like, Pat, bro, I think that's the police. And I had the bottle in my hand. I turned around and I'm looking, and they flicked the lights. So we both took off.
So you ran from the police.
We both took off. I went through the building. He went around the building. And by time, the way the building was set up, you had 2 doors on each side. But then there was like maybe 50 apartments between. And there was a side door too. So I went through this side. He ran around and came through the other side. But one of the cops had already got out way back before we seen them. He came through the side door. And he tackled me to the ground. When I got to my door, I had the key in and everything. But they got it for resisting arrest, damaged property, and something but unharmed to a cop or whatever it's called.
Fleeing cops or
yeah,
fleeing the scene.
Because I ran from the cops. But
you were scared? How was you feeling that morning? You was like, the cops coming. Did y'all split up or did y'all stay together when
I just said we split.
Oh, shit.
We split up. I went through the building. He went around the building. I should have went around the building too because I probably would have been safe. But
oh, he got away.
He got away.
Did you snitch?
Nah. He got away, and then when they did put me in handcuffs, he played it off and came back like 10 minutes later and was like, hey, I forgot my phone, but I had already knew, like, he got away. So he came back, and he was like, well, I'll lock his door and everything and watch his dog for him, and I guess just call your mom or something in the morning or me or somebody to pick you up. But he played it off cool. They didn't know. But either way, like...
He a real one for coming back because everybody ain't coming back.
I'm going to be honest with you. I damn sure wouldn't have.
No, but he had to get. Did he really have to get his phone?
No, he just came back.
So he was checking. See,
because it was my apartment. I lived there by myself, and he just came back just to check and see. And the cops had asked him, like, "Were you here?" He was like, "No, like I wasn't here all night. I just came back to get my phone from earlier today." Whatever lie that was, but yeah, I ran from the police. So don't run from the police. I leave that too.
I ain't gonna lie. One time, I was in the car with my boy. We riding, and I think his tags was expired. So we riding about. We see the cops behind us. He turned. He go down a little side street, but then the cops made a U-turn. I don't know if they ran his tags or whatever. They made a U-turn, and then when we doing our street, he see them come. So he speed, and then he pull up in a random person driveway. And in my head, the whole time, I'm like, did you do something? I'm like, what is going on? Because I don't know. It's like tags expired. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, what's going on? He's like, man, chill. He pull up. We in the driveway. He in the seat. He get down. I get down too. I'm like, oh, what's going on? So then cops zoom past. Boom. They zoom past. I'm like, oh, we good. No, we not good. They pull back. My heart dropped.
Mama.
My heart dropped. They pull back. They're like, get out the car. I'm like, oh shit. We get out the car. Like, put your hands up. I'm like, this one I was going to Cleveland State University, so I'm in college. I'm like, they're like, put your hands up. I'm like, sir, I'm in college. I don't know what's going on. I'm just in the passenger seat. Blah, they running out. They're like, you know your tag. Talking to him like, you know your tag expired. Blah, blah, blah. They like, yeah. I'm like, everything good. They run my shit. I ain't got no record, so I'm like, I'm good. I ain't saying nothing. I ain't snitching up. Well, he ain't really do nothing. He was just tag expired. So got through that situation. But I tell you, I was so scared because it's like I feel like I was on a chase for no reason. Like I'm just an innocent bystander. That's why you need to be careful who you ride with. You need to know their history, what they into, because I'm not going to jail for nobody. My record is clean for a reason. And if we go to jail, I ain't no snitch. But if we go to jail, and they be like, yo, whose gun was in the car? I be like, it wasn't mine. Like, well, your friend said it wasn't his.
Hey, it was
Fingerprint that bitch. Check the fingerprints. I guarantee my fingerprint. That's all I'm gonna say. Check the fingerprints. Mine ain't on that bitch. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna say it's his. I'm gonna be like, it ain't mine.
Nah, tell me what you would do in this situation. So two of my homeboys, it was like 5 of us growing up, middle and high school. We was always together. In this particular time, 3 of us was going to the springs to go swimming. So they picked me up and they sitting in the front, I'm sitting in the back seat, and they already smoking. And I'm like, yo, I'm gonna just crack the window out because I didn't smoke. And we get like 2 miles down the road, and next thing you know, bloop, 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 bloop. I'm like, oh shit. It's high, or they high. It's like 8:30 in the morning on a Saturday. I'm like, man, come on. So he pulled over into a gas station. They originally pulled him over because his tent had the mirror reflection on it. You couldn't have that. But then off rip, they smell weed. So my homeboy in the front, he on papers. He was like, bro, I'm going to go to jail, y'all. I'm going to get out and run. We like, Mike, chill, don't run. So they asked him, who been smoking? My homeboy was like, yo, he was driving. He was like, I did, I apologize. He gave the blunt over and they were like, any more weed? Bro, they never checked the car. They just asked him for it. So he gave them just a little bit of weed. They were like, here's your ticket. You have to pay for it online, whatever. Bruh, we get on the interstate. My homeboy drive and say, Pat, pull the seat down behind you and hand me that sports bag. God is my witness. I hand him the bag, and it's a block of weed. And I'm like, Jesus, just get me out this car safe. Can you imagine if they would have searched, all 3 of us would have went to jail. And I kid you, Danny can tell y'all that story right here, right now. It was a pound of weed in the trunk. And if I'm telling your business, Danny, my bad. But listen, you want to talk goofy and scared? I was in the back seat like,
hey, leave. You ain't go to jail. What you would have told? Like if they would have searched the car and found it, would you would have been like? I
wouldn't have had to. Danny's that he that type of person.
Took the blame.
Yeah, he would have took that.
What if he didn't? I don't know. I'm just driving the car. I don't know who put that. They in the back. What he'd have been like, they in the back. What you gonna say?
Well, the bag was behind you the whole time, sir. Hey, Danny. Hey, listen. All I know is, I know I would have told. Listen, I ain't doing no time for nobody. If it ain't my mama, I ain't doing no time for nobody.
No cap. Mom didn't live long enough. I still got a whole life. Mom, did you do it? Yeah. Hey, you did it. You got it. Remember what you used to tell me? It's repercussions to shit.
Mom, just tell me straight up. Did you do it? Yeah, baby. I'm sorry. Y'all heard that shit? Did y'all hear it? Did you get it?
Y'all heard that?
Say it again.
Right. No, you can't even do it right there. You got to be like, all right, Mom, well, since you did it, I'm going to take the blame for you. Like, all right, Ma, it's on with you. Get up out of there. I'm to the station. No, if you snitch on your mama, it depends on what she did. Cause it's like, I'm not doing life. It's like, Ma, I'm providing, I'm trying to make a difference in the world. Like, you can't just mess me up like that.
Not you. I'm just saying a body come up and they trying to give her 15.
Did she do it?
Yeah.
What she do it for?
I don't know, but I'm just saying, would you do the 15 or are you just going
15?
Or you going to let her take it?
15?
I'm going to have to try and talk her through it. Listen, 15,
I could probably get her a lawyer. She might have to do 5.
Good behavior, you get out in 7.
Cause 15.
I'll put money on your books. If I go to jail.
Yeah, you can't put money on my books. I'm being that bitch suffering if you like, Ma, we got to work something out. Baby, just take the charge. I'm like, you got other kids.
So
like,
you wouldn't do
why
it?
Me?
You wouldn't take the 15?
15. I plead the fifth. We're gonna have to really talk about it. It's like 15 is a long time.
First off, I need to know the facts.
You know
what you did it for.
Yeah, like was you just mad? It's like, no, you need to suffer for your like you just did it for no reason. I need to know the reason.
What you did? I mean, I gotta know. I gotta know.
Yeah, because I ain't just doing 15.
I'm just saying, because you first said life, where you was like, I ain't taking life, but I'm like, okay, 15.
So how much would you do for your mom? Like how much years or months?
Mean, knock on wood, if I had to take the bid, yeah. I mean, I'm
how long though? What's the limit? It's like, yo, I ain't going past.
Can you imagine? All right, Mom, I got you. Life. Oh, hell no.
Man, I swear to God, my mama did that shit. Man, oh, my mama did that shit. Life? No, at that point, it's like, no, Mom.
Hey, yo, don't ever come see me.
In honesty, if your mama lets you go to life for her, she ain't shit. It's like she lets you throw your life away.
Can you imagine coming seeing you?
What's up, Mom?
Hold up. What? Hey, baby.
Man, Did you tell? Did you tell them the truth? No.
When you gonna tell the truth?
I don't plan on it, baby. Now you just chalk you in jail. Like, damn, can you put something on the commissary? I got 5 for you. Bitch, that's toothpaste. In jail.
If that.
Toothpaste might be 10, 20.
That might be a toothbrush.
Oh, no, but
boy, you a fool.
But well, man, we'll end it right there. Man, I appreciate you for coming out, man.
I appreciate you for having me.
You already know, that's been another episode of Free Game.